Okay, let's look at this problem. The City Flower Shop sold 14,594 pink roses on Valentine's Day. They sold 7,857 more red roses than pink roses. How many pink and red roses did the City Flower Shop sell on Valentine's Day? So, let's start with the information that we know. What do we know from this problem? What's one thing that we know, Christopher?
That we know our two numbers, and that on Valentine's
Tell me
Day,
one of the things that we know.
On Valentine's Day, they sold 785 more red roses than pink roses.
Okay, they sold 7,857 more red roses than pink roses. What's one more thing that we know, Jacob?
How much more they sold?
So, Christopher told us that we know they sold 7,857 more red roses than pink roses. What else do we know?
What day it was on?
We know it was on Valentine's Day. Is that important for our problem?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay, what other important pieces do we know? What else do we know, Jaden?
How many pink and red roses that they have sold?
Do we know how many they've sold?
No, not sold, but how many the two numbers that we have to put together.
Okay, so what other number do we know? What else do we know that we need to put together?
14,000.
What is it, Cash?
14,594.
Yeah, we know that they also sold 14,594 pink roses. They sold 7,857 more red roses than pink roses. And what do we need to find out? What's the question asking us, Alexis?
How many more than pink roses?
How many what?
How many more red roses than pink?
It doesn't say how many more. What does this question ask us? How many?
Put it together so we figure out.
Hold on.
And red roses.
How many pink and red roses? We want to know how many pink and red roses did the City Flower Shop sell on Valentine's Day? So we know that they sold 14,594 pink roses. And use a P for pink. We know that they sold 7,857 more red roses. So how many red roses did they sell?
21,000.
Ooh, how did you get that? What are we going to have to do to figure out how many red roses they sold?
Add them.
Yeah, we're going to have to add them. We know they sold the same amount of red roses as pink roses. They sold 14,594 and some more. They sold 7,857 more. So to figure out how many red roses, we're going to have to put those together. So I need to add 14,594 plus 7,857. Where am I going to write? I've already written 14,594. Where am I going to write 7,857 if I want to add these? Where do I need to put the 7? In the thousands place value. So it's going to be underneath what?
The 4.
Underneath the 4.
I know the answer.
7,857. If I add those together, go ahead and do that on your work mat now. Hold on. Let everybody have a minute to think.
Okay.
All right, Kaden, how did you find your answer of how many red roses?
So what I did was I took both the numbers, I took 14,000, and I looked at the 4 and 7, got 11.
Okay.
Carried the 1 up to the 9 and 5, which got 14. Carried the 1 up to the 5 and 8.
Okay, hold on. 9 plus 5 is 14. How about this 1 that's up here that you carried? What does that get me? 15. So I'm going to write down the 5 and regroup the 1. Okay, so now I have 1 plus 5 plus 8. All right, Kaden, we were adding our hundreds place value. 1 plus 5 plus 8 is what? 14. I'm going to write the 4, regroup the 1. 1 plus 4 plus 7 is 12. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. So how many red roses did they sell?
22,451.
22,451. Am I finished? Okay, listen. Am I finished with this problem?
No.
Why not?
Because you need a statement.
I do need a statement, but have I answered the question yet?
Yeah. No.
Let's go back and read our question. I underlined it in green. How many pink and red roses did the city flower shop sell on Valentine's Day? So I'm not finished yet, am I?
No.
I've got to add all the pinks and all the reds together to get my total number of roses that were sold. So there were 14,594 pink roses.
We know it's going to be over.
There were 22,451 red roses. So now I have to put those two together. If I add my ones, 4 plus 1 is 9 plus 4 is, 9 plus 5 is, in my tens place, 14. I'm going to write the 4, regroup, very good, regroup the 1. 1 and 5 and 4 makes 10, so I'm going to write my 0, regroup the 1. Very good. 1 and 5 and 2 makes 7. And 1 plus 2 is 3.
I got it. 37,045.
So they sold 37,045 roses. So now I'm ready to write my statement.
I accidentally put 10 in the 2 together.
All right, so let's go back and look at our question. We said earlier that we can use our question. Kaden. We can use our question to help us write our statement. The question says, how many pink and red roses did the city flower shop sell on Valentine's Day? So I'm going to take exactly what that says and turn it into a sentence that tells the answer. So I'm going to say, the city flower shop sold 37,045 red and pink roses on Valentine's Day. What do I end my sentence with?
Period.
A period.
Period.
All right. Now have we answered our question?
Yes.
We have. All right, let's try another one. Erase your work map. All right. Here's your next question. On Saturday, 32,736 more bus tickets were sold than on Sunday. On Sunday, only 17,295 tickets were sold. How many people bought bus tickets over the weekend? What do we know? What does this problem tell us, Ansley?
That on Saturday, 32,736 people bought more bus tickets for us
Okay.
than on Sunday.
So on Saturday, 32,736 more bus tickets were sold. So were there only 32,736? No. What do we know? What else do we know? Jacob?
That there were 17,295 tickets were sold for the bus on Sunday.
All right. So we know Sunday. So I'm making my tape diagram. On Sunday, I know that there was a total of 17,295 tickets sold. I know on Saturday there was the same number of tickets,
Plus
17,295
32,006.
plus, very good, Jacob, plus 32,736. And what's the question asking me to find?
How many people bought bus tickets on Saturday?
How many people bought bus tickets over the weekend? So what days does the weekend include?
Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday. So what am I looking for? What's my final answer going to tell me, Jaden? I don't need to know the number. When I find the number, what's it going to tell me? What will that number represent? Yeah, how many bus tickets were sold both days? So to find my answer, I'm going to have to combine the number of tickets on Sunday and the number of tickets on Saturday. So I'm just going to use the variable T to stand for tickets. So there's a couple different ways that I can solve. I want you to take about a minute and 30 seconds to solve to see how many tickets were bought over the weekend.
Are we counting the other days?
No.
You're looking for how many people bought bus tickets over the weekend. But that's not the final answer. I'm asking you for the final answer. What's the final answer? Okay, walking around, I'm seeing several different ways that people are solving this. Let's talk about it really quickly, and then if you need a few more seconds to finish up, you can have those. So do we know the total tickets sold on Sunday?
No. Well, yeah.
We know how many were sold on Sunday. There were 17,295. Do we know how many were sold on Saturday?
No.
We know the two parts, but do we know the total?
No.
No. So I don't know the total number of tickets sold on Saturday. Is it important to put those two numbers together? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and finish solving.
We have to finish the whole
saying most people combined the tickets on Saturday, the 17,295 plus 32,736 together first, and then went back and added the number of tickets sold on Sunday. Did anybody do it differently than that?
I just now figured out I can do it.
Did you do it differently?
Well, I just figured out a way.
Okay.
I can add 17,295, both of them together,
Mhm.
and add 32,700.
36. You're exactly right. Does it matter what order I add these three numbers? No, I can add those numbers in any order that I choose to. Could I even add them all three at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you could still
Okay.
get the same answer.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and work it out the way most people worked it, which was starting with 17,295 plus 32,736 to find the total number of tickets sold on Saturday. So if I add those together, I always start in the ones place. 5 plus 6 makes 11. I'm going to write down my 1, regroup my group of 10. 1 and 9 make 10, plus 3 more is 13. Going to regroup. 1 and 2 make 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. And write down my 0 and regroup the 1. I know that 1 and 2 again make 3, and 3 and 10 make a 7. So I'm going to write down my... And 3 and 7 make a 10, I'm sorry. I'm going to write down my 0, regroup my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 3 more makes 5. So on Saturday, there were 50,031 tickets sold. Is that my answer to the question?
Yeah, the first one, but
Not the answer to my question. My question says how many people bought bus tickets over the weekend. This tells me 50,031 tells me how many tickets were bought on Saturday. So Ansley, what am I going to do to answer the question of how many people bought bus tickets over the weekend?
What I did was I added 50,031 and 17,295.
Very good. So we need to add the number of tickets sold on Saturday, which is the 50,031, plus the tickets sold on Sunday, which was 17,295. And when I add those together, 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 plus 9 is 12. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 0 plus 2 is 3. 0 plus 7 is 7. And 5 plus 1 is 6. So T is equal to 67,326. How can I write a statement? What can my statement say, Ansley?
67,326 people bought bus tickets over the weekend.
Perfect. 67,326 people bought bus tickets over the weekend.
My favorite I know a lot of people just from 2 days.
and we just said it was 11:50 or not 11, 10:52.
All right, and I'm putting a period at the end.